It's January 2026. Do a vibe check real quick. The world doesn't feel like it's crashing, but it doesn't feel good either, right? It feels heavy, like a low-grade fever. Everything costs 20% more than it should, but nobody is calling it a recession. We have entered a weird new era. The easy money days of the early 2020s are gone. The rules of how you get rich and stay rich have been completely rewritten overnight. This is Alex. He's doing everything he was told to do. He saved his cash. He bought the popular tech stocks. And right now, he is quietly panicking. Because the playbook Alex is using is dead. His cash is melting due to inflation, and his tech stocks are priced for perfection in a world that is anything but perfect. So, what are we doing here? In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to deconstruct the new rules of wealth for 2026. We aren't just going to talk about saving money. We are going to talk about the pivot. We're going to cover the new pivots. First, why buying ETFs is lazy. The new play is direct indexing, owning the actual plumbing of the market to harvest your own tax losses. Second, how a boring piece of tax legislation is creating the biggest real estate opportunity of the decade. And third, how to survive the digital divide when AI makes everything else worthless. Let's fix your portfolio. Forget the stock charts for a second. Look at this guy. This is the actual economy. He's dealing with sticky inflation. That means prices went up and they aren't coming back down. The central banks say inflation is at 3%. That sounds low, right? But that 3% is compounding on top of the 20% jump we saw 2 years ago. Therefore, your cash is losing purchasing power every single second it sits in a bank account. It's a K-shaped world. Large corporations pass the costs on to you. You and small businesses eat the loss. Unless you own assets that have pricing power, you are the victim here. So, Alex makes the first move. He stops trying to be a tech bro and starts thinking like an industrialist. He stops looking at the AI chatbots and starts looking at what the chatbots eat. Here is the only number that matters: $2.1 trillion. That is what Amazon, Microsoft, and Google are spending on physical infrastructure by 2027. People think AI is magic cloud dust. It's not. It's concrete. It's steel. It's massive warehouses in the middle of nowhere. And these things are hungry. A single AI query burns 10 times the electricity of a Google search. 10 times. So, how do you get paid? You buy the toll roads. See this guy? He's more important to the future of AI than the coder in Silicon Valley. Without this cable, the AI turns off. It's that simple. We are in a Capex Super-Cycle. That's Wall Street speak for rich companies are forced to spend money on hardware. Renewable energy is great, but it flickers. These data centers need 24/7 power non-stop, or they melt. Therefore, the immediate solution is natural gas. The pipelines, the dirty industrial stuff that tech investors usually ignore. The demand for power in the US is rising for the first time in 2 decades. That is a massive signal. So Alex buys the pipeline stocks. Or, if he wants to be hands-off, he buys high-yield energy REITs. He's not chasing a 100 times return. He's buying the dividend aristocrats of the future, the utilities that charge the AI companies just to turn the lights on. Okay, Alex is earning money now. But earning money is only half the game. Keeping it is the war. Enter the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. It did 2 things. First, it bumped the SALT cap to $40,000, which saves high earners a fortune. But the real wealth hack is buried deeper. A rule called permanent 100% bonus depreciation. Memorize that term. This is the cheat code. It allows you to write off the cost of assets immediately, instead of waiting years. Here is how the rich play the game. Alex buys a short-term rental property in a destination market. He hires a manager so he doesn't have to plunge toilets, but he stays involved enough to qualify for the tax breaks. This isn't just a house, it's a business. And because of that law, he can do something called cost segregation. He separates the building from the stuff. The HVAC, the smart locks, the furniture. Under the new law, he can write off 100% of the cost of this stuff in year one. That creates a massive paper loss. He didn't lose money, he spent money on assets. But the IRS sees it as a loss. And that loss wipes out the tax bill from his other income. He is legally paying zero taxes on that cash flow. This is how you build a moat around your wealth. You provide housing, you stimulate the economy, and the government rewards you by letting you keep your money. It's the ultimate arbitrage. But you have to know the rules to play the game. You need to think like an architect, not just an investor. But money isn't the only thing changing in 2026. The way we work is about to break. Whoa. Pause. Stop the music. Look at this split screen. On the left, the digital grind. On the right, the human premium. The internet in 2026 is a dumpster fire of AI spam. Everyone uses the same tools to make the same mediocre content. Because of that, imperfection is the new luxury. See that knot? That proves a human made it. That handwritten card is worth more than 1,000 ChatGPT blog posts. Now, if you are going to play the digital game, you have to be ruthless. This kid? He's running a faceless channel, but he's not guessing. He is reverse engineering. He finds a video that already has 1 million views, clones the topic, improves the script, and pays a freelancer $95 to build it. It's a volume game. It's cold. It's efficient. He is leveraging AI to scale. But her? She's playing a different game. She's selling proof of life. In a world of deep fakes, showing your hands working is the ultimate marketing flex. She films the process. She shows the mess. Because we are tired of this. The uncanny valley. Perfect. Symmetrical. Fake. We crave reality so bad we will pay double for it. Nobody looks up anymore. But they look at her. That is the human premium. She proves she's not a robot, and suddenly that bowl isn't $150, it's $450. The duality of 2026 is simple. Use AI to scale the boring stuff. Or be so incredibly human that AI can't touch you. So where does this all lead? To this, the unified yield. Alex isn't juggling 20 apps anymore. He has reached the endgame. Real estate, crypto, culture. It's all becoming the same thing, a yield-bearing asset. Check this out, music royalties. You might think, that's for pop stars. Nope. In 2026, the government locked the royalty rate for physical music at 13.1 cents. That means a song is basically a bond that you can dance to. It pays out regardless of what the stock market does. Alex owns a piece of that song, so every time it plays, he gets paid. It's completely passive. Imagine waking up and seeing that Classic Rock Volume 1 just paid your rent. Not hustle culture, actual ownership. And here is the Holy Grail, the on-chain economy. Alex takes his cash, buys a tokenized US Treasury bill, and then, get this, uses that token as collateral to borrow cash without selling it. He gets the liquidity, he keeps the asset, and he triggers 0 tax events. That is how the billionaires play. Now you can too. So, here we are. The world is noisy. Inflation is sticky. The robots are coming. But Alex? He's not scared. He's standing on top of the physical infrastructure that powers the digital world. He stopped trying to beat the algorithm. He bought the things the algorithm needs to survive. The rules have changed. You can keep playing the old game and get crushed, or you can become the market. Your move.